Hi ladies, this is Roenberg and I'm here to share how to make some of these little booklets. Now, they are so simple. I almost feel silly showing you, but they're great gifts. I've made hundreds of them actually, but for Christmas I made 30 of these for a friend and some tags that sort of matched. Really, the tags were just a little addition. So the tags were made from leftover scraps and stuff. So this is just a little booklet. You're going to recognize the inside as one of the little notepads that you can buy at Dollar Tree if you live in the U.S. If not, I'm sure some dollar stores have them. There's another option, but this is the size that I've made them. So if we take them and I measure, and here's my ruler. So they are 7 1/8. You can make them 7 1/4, but they'll overlap a little bit more. But 7 1/8 is a good size for this particular one. And then 5 1/8 to 5 1/4. Again, it depends on how much space you want to leave inside. It's really kind of optional if you want it to leave a little bit more. This is it. That's it. A piece of cardstock. It can be double-sided or one-sided. These were prints that I had made of some digital files that I've created. My friend really liked them, so I made them. I actually printed them out in the smaller size cardstock, but you can, I'll show you in a minute, just how you can just use any scraps or any 12 by 12 and cut it into, you can make 2 or 3 depending on how you fold it. So that's how simple they are. Just the notepad inside. This ribbon really makes it pretty. It is a variegated sheer. It doesn't have wire in it that I bought. I'm telling you, I think it was like a penny a yard. I bought 3 different rolls. One was this color. I have a lavender one, and I have a peachy pink one and a green one. I bought the whole roll. I'm still working on it. I think I've had them for 3 years now. But you can use ribbon or seam binding, something you've dyed like this. I dyed an old sheet. I've cut it up into pieces and then hand dyed it with the fluorescent colors from McCormick. It's food coloring. So this one does, it's not a permanent color. If you get it wet, it's going to bleed some. But they work for what I use them. Also, I have another one. This is tea dyed of a fabric I bought at Walmart for $1. I actually bought the whole bolt because I used to do events, and I used them for table covers. So this is, we're going to just quickly go over how I made these. I mean, really, like I said, these are more scaled down sizes, and I'm going to use some of those papers, but I'm also going to use cardstock that I've purchased. I've got three or four different cardstocks that I've gotten. I'm going to give you the names, or I'll list them. They're from Michael's or Tuesday Morning. I normally don't really look at what I pick up. I just use them. These are some that I digitized. The reason I had printed them actually was I was doing a little mini book of it so I could remember what I had created. So this is the size that I'd done, and that I had some left over after I put the book together, which I was going to give to that same friend, and decided to do the little covers. And she works in the mission field, and so she's always wants to have little gifts around to people that she's met in her journey. So here we are. There's several that I've already pre-cut. Again, they're 5 1/8 or 5 1/4, depending on how much room you want to leave. It's up to you. This one and 7 1/4. So again, I'll put the dimensions down, and this is it. You take it. I don't even pre-fold it or score it. That, if you like to do that, if you're a perfectionist, which I am not, then what I do is I usually just grab it, hold it like this, and then fold it over and then rub on the side. And then I take it and I either glue stick or Fabri-Tac. I don't like to use a liquid glue so much because really you just want it to be able to stay there. You don't really want it like super glued in, just basically to hold it in. And so a glue stick works. I've got old fingers, so I use a rubber band. Trick a friend showed me. Just put a little glue on the back. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Do this, close it up, and like I said, if you're a perfectionist, whoa, yeah, I'm not. So they may overlap. Here they are, a little off, but they still come out cute. And then I think I'll take just some seam binding on this one and tie it. So depending on your colors you're using, that's it. That's how easy it is. This paper is, if you follow me at all, you're going to see this paper a lot. It is been digitized. It's from a picture. Probably too much information for you, but it's from a picture that I took of my sister-in-law's retirement party, and I'm fidgeting. I fidget. Her retirement party flowers, and then there's a program that I use. I've been using it for years. There's others that are similar that make things look like watercolor. And so this one, that's what it does. It has made it look like a watercolor, and it's just from one of the pictures. So you can take any picture. Okay, now I've got it knotted and I can't get it undone. Any picture you've taken and put it into that program. Like I said, the one I use is Pick Sketch, but there's others. I mean, I know Photoshop does that, but it takes a lot more to know what to do in Photoshop to do it than how easy it is. Personally, I have Mac, so I just slide it onto that program. It says, watercolor. It tells you how much more you want to look at it. So it's pretty neat little program because I like watercolor looking things, and I don't watercolor. I have watercolored, I've painted, but no. So I like the effect. You can also glitter spray these papers and add a little bling to it. I have some, let's say if I wanted to add a little sticker. This is from Dollar Tree. Those are the little cardstock stickers. I've had these for a while, probably a year or so. So that's how easy it is. Am I moving too much? So that's one. Let's look at another one. Again, same thing. This was from a 12 by 12. The name of that one is, it's from Michaels. It's called My Mind's Eye. My Mind's Eye. Paper Goods. Designer Pad, that's all it says. On Trend by Jen Allison, and I got it at, it's got some really neat metallic papers and writing papers. I like metallics. I like glitter. So I took the 12 by 12. I cut 2 small ones. And then the other strip where I cut it, you can also create a notepad holder like a matchbook. So you can either do it with the matchbook where it will open like this, and you can tuck this in. Of course, then you'd have to glue something around this to hold it, but the way I'm going to use it is the other way. So I would open it up. I'll glue this, open this up, and I will put something that's weighted like this that sort of matches it, or this is one of the snippets I already have pre-made. Playing card, or let's see, something bigger. This one, oops, this one, that is also a paper clip holder. So you can use just whatever. This one, you could do it where you just paper clip it and then you would tie a ribbon around it. So it's up to you how you decorate them. And like I said, this one, I got 3 holders out of that one piece of paper. So, and of course, the notepads come in different colors, pink, green, yellow. It just depends on what they have. They have purple. Anyway, so let's do this one. Again, how simple. This one's already pre-cut, fitted, and then you just take your glue stick, which I'm almost out of glue stick, and that's just to tack it. It's not to, you know, it's not gonna, it's gonna keep it from sliding around is what it's gonna do. So, like I said, you can score it if you want, but I just don't do that kind of. So again, you can use this and just, it's a paper clip, one of the altered paper clips from a snippet, and I would leave it that way for mine. You can take the paper clip off and glue it. And then you could feed the ribbon over it or under it, whichever you prefer. And they're such cute gifts. You know, they're a good size to keep in your purse, to take notes. Another way to do it is you can take that paper clip off and put it on the outside. I'm not used to showing people what I'm doing. So here you go. So see, you just tack it onto the ribbon or to the ribbon and the paper like this. It's up to you how you handle it, how you do it. Look at that. Cute, 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 cute. Simple, inexpensive little gifts that you can make. That's 2. I have a bunch. You can make them in, black's one of my favorite colors. So this is just a black one. It has a pink one. You can put a purple one. You can put a green one. This particular picture is, you're going to see her a lot if you follow me at all. Her name was Marie Moxley, was my mom's first cousin, and she lived in Missouri, and this is a picture of her in the 1900s. Actual picture has her, my mother's sister, and another first cousin. So I just digitized her and put her in some files that I've created. So this is just a black one, which I like black. I like black a lot. I'm going to put it over this colored one. So then I'm just going to put glue her down with my Fabri-Tac 3-in-1. It depends on who you get it from and what they call it. If I'm moving too jerkily or too, it's not coming out. It's been sitting. There we go. Don't need a whole lot. And just put her on here and glue the notepad. There we go. See how simple that is? Just a real cute little cover. You can put, oh, I like this one. This one because it's got kind of a grayish blue. You just put a sticker on here. And then I have one of my favorite ribbons. Again, one of my favorite color is black. So I do a lot of black covers. So this is one of my favorite ribbons. I think I bought this at Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure where I bought it. And just tie the little ribbon around. And there she is. Cute little gift. You can use your ephemera, you can use your snippets, or you can just make them plain like the first ones that I did, and let the paper, you know, show the detail that you want to show. So let's work on this one. This is the one that flips on the top. So again, I I was able to cut and still had some scraps, 3 covers, 2 small ones and 1 lengthwise because of the way you cut it on the 12 by 12. Easy peasy. Fold it over, fold it this way. I have, oh, no, that's not the one. I think this is the one that I was going to use on this one. It's a little weighted, and by the time when you glue it, I would just put glue across here and turning it around. And this is just a snippet that I put together. This is a little faux stamp that I created. The daisy is from one of the dollar stores here. So if you have the ability to put snaps or, you know, magnets, you can do that. But really, use this. I didn't pull any other colors out. No, that doesn't look good. I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to go get some ribbon and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I just couldn't stand the thought of not using the color I want. So, here we go. I love this variegated ribbon sheer. So simple, easy. So I have some other colors. This is just a printout from a non-copyrighted wallpaper sample, cardstock. This is from one of my designs. If you notice, this one is a little bit narrower. This one, the reason I did it in this size, you can also buy the Post-it notepads, and you can. They're rather thick, so you can actually split them in half, and then you don't even need to glue this one down. it's got the tack on it. So there you go. So easy. You know, it's just there to hold it. And again, this is one of the digitized files that I have. I always hesitate in showing what I do because I've never shared those other than when I create books, the journals. Most of the time I give them away. So this is another one of my designs incorporated with a brush that I paid for commercial rights, non-copyrighted. So this is another style. This is the one little booklet that I already had done and had sewn. It's really thick cardstock, and so what I did is I just made a pocket inside. Here's the notepad, and then 2 journaling cards. Again, simple gift. You can include them to go in your journals, or you can give them as individual gifts. Here's what I'm going to glue on the front. And the other way you can do the tie is you can feed it underneath. I'm just going to use this as a sample. I'm not going to tie that. And glue the card over it and leave space for the ribbon to be able to be moved and slid. And that makes a really great gift idea. So the next thing I'm going to show you, because I have more, I just don't want to take up too much of your time. Well, we're only at like 3 minutes. It seems like forever. I'm not used to doing this. I've done a few videos. So let me show you the other style that I make. Because these are fun, and you've probably seen them online. It's not my idea. I've watched so many videos over the last few years where the reason I found junk journals is because I actually was looking for alternatives to just regular a blank book. I was teaching a class at a retreat on the benefits of journaling for emotional and spiritual health, and wanted to find some other alternatives for women who are put off or scared by a blank book. So when I found it, it was like a whole new world for me. In my previous life, before I retired, I was a draftsman and worked with electronics and mechanical tools, and so the transition to graphics has been a little difficult, but it's been fun learning. So that's why I hesitate regarding what I've designed, because I am a perfectionist in that, and it's like, no, they're not good enough, or you know how we all have our concerns. So this one is a Christmas one, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I would do to decorate it. You don't have to buy this is from the 99-cent store, and these are tags. And so what I would do is I'm going to cut this tag off and trim it. So cute. There's a joke in our family because I like camping. I just don't want to live in an RV, and I applaud anybody who does. So then I would take this, and I would take some of these scallops that I've already cut out. Find some color that goes with it. There we go. Green and black, and then I'll glue that on there. Or I would take one of these. I go to a lot of dollar stores, and am privileged to live in a big city, Houston, where there's a lot of dollar stores. So I would either do that with the 99-cent only tags, or I would take this and from another dollar store that I found boxes and boxes, and it's been about 4 years now, of these card packs that had all these cardboard, digitized items, and they were old. They were old when I bought them because the glue has worn off. So, you mean just dried up. So I would add glue, and I would create the centerpiece for this particular one, and it has two notepads. The other thing that you can use these for, and you can make them in a variety of sizes and ways. You can make it wider on one side, less on the other, is you can put tea or chocolate, the little individual sacks for Christmas presents. And look how cute. So simple. And again, normally when I do these, I feed the ribbon. I'll glue on either side, and then I feed the ribbon, and then the ribbon stays on there permanently like that. Unlike these others that you can slide the ribbon off and reuse it. Because usually the ones that I've made in the past like this have had the chocolate or the coffee or tea packets, and they're usually I would make them, and my granddaughter would take them to nursing homes with the Girl Scouts. So another simple use your scraps card. Let's see. So now I'll show you a little bit of how I do the tags. These are from some of my printouts, and they're printed on cardstock. This particular one's beige. I use white and beige to print them out. I like cardstock. I also like the 67 to 110 pound vellum, not the transparent vellum, but the real thick. I just love it, but it's kind of expensive. And but this is a 67 pound that you can get at Michael's or other stores. You can get them at the office supply places. Again, she's one of my. Actually, she's part of this, and the one that was my aunt was on it. So you just take your pieces. I mean, they don't even and create a tag. You can punch a hole on it. You can take a piece of ribbon. I know so many of you've done that. Just put the ribbon and staple it on there. So this has just got a sticker from the Dollar Tree. This is a snippet. I paid like 300 of these. And if you look, see, some have printing on the back. These are scrap pieces. And the faux stamp on it. Some flowers. I buy the ones that you put together that are the bits and pieces of flower that Prima sells or some other company sell, that all the odds and end pieces they have left, they'll sell them in bulk. You can just add that, and again, they can journal on the back. I included a tag with each one of the little books for my friend. Here's another one, again from a printout. This is from an old card, from information card I used to use when I was in business, and I just couldn't stand getting rid of them, so then I dyed it. And this is from one of my printouts, and this is from a printout from about the galaxy that you can get online. The photographs from space are non-copyrighted, that you can use like the bits and pieces. Can't say they're your own. And then this is some ephemera from online, and so I just did like this. I love the colors because it kind of blends in. And then a little flower from the dollar store. And it's not even glued together, just some ideas. I know that you ladies are do some awesome work, because I've seen what's on this group. So again, this is, I don't really, I just pick a bunch of pieces and I'll sew, and I may go like this or straight up the middle. This one's not even glued on there, and I'm going to add that to there, and then add a flower for this one little notepad holder. And let's see, this is that picture again, because once you do one, you do hundreds. At least I do. So here we go. Fussy cut flower, piece of cardstock left over from when I cut up those little booklets. again, the other part of that digitized file, and that's how simple it is. Just really easy. This one, I'm not even going to do anything to either one. This particular background, the writing on it is from the 16th century. Again, from the non-copyrighted, and the scrolls are brushes. So yeah, you can just, it's so, the colors, the chartreuse, I really like chartreuse. Or I also have, one of them I was going to actually do something. Fuzzy cut flower, move this over to the edge. There we go. What do you think? Let me know. Another snippet, and this is a combination of the scallops. Got a scallop, a butterfly from the dollar store, some bits and bobs and bits and pieces. I don't want to say bits and bobs because even though I've heard that, it doesn't sound that good coming from a Texas accent. And then a fuzzy cut from one of the kits that I bought. Black cardstock. Again, black's my favorite color. And this will go as a gift for someone or in a journal. Let me see, what else can I tell you about? Well, I have some more of these. This one, another one of my print. Oh, this one is cute. This one is whimsical. There's the other things you can do is this one I made it wider, and so I'm going to fold it, and then I'm going to probably put either a corner spot or one of these envelopes that I made that's real similar. The pattern is from one of the things that I've created, but it can be any kind, just as long as they match or don't match even. So this one is from some piece that I had left over somewhere, and you can do the same thing. Again, I would leave a gap and run the ribbon through the center. So I'm going to use this as an example. No, this one as an example. Here we go. So I would run the ribbon, and then I would glue on either side to tie it. Now, isn't that cute? And it's just that simple. And I would actually glue, you know, on the card to here. And might even, now sometimes for something like this, it's really better to use hot glue. I don't use a lot of hot glue. I work in my office is in a bedroom, and it's one of our, oh, well, actually, it's my office. It's not a bedroom. It's totally my office, but it has carpet. And hot glue, paint, glitter mist, anything that might get on the floor, I try to do it somewhere else. Tying papers, and do those downstairs in the kitchen, paint downstairs in my garage or in the kitchen. So isn't that the cutest thing? It's just that simple. And if you wanted to do, add a scallop to it to even reinforce it more, there you go. Look at that. You know, and again, you don't glue the ribbon. You just glue on either side of it. And they just come out so cute. And if you have any questions, let me know. My name is Romeberg. Oh, I know what else I keep remembering things. So this one is real whimsical. Same thing. You can just, you know, you can overlap it. You can glue on either side, run the ribbon. It doesn't have to be as wide as this. Or run the ribbon on top. It's up to you, but this is whimsical. This little teacup came from a Dollar Tree card that I had that I used for something else, and I had some left over. And then the snippet is the papers were glued. These are from Michael's, and then I glued the scallops. I use the scallops quite a bit. I really like the look you know, if this wasn't whimsical, but, you know, putting the double colors I really like. Well, if you have any questions, let me know. I think we're probably at about 30 minutes, and if I bored you to death, I'm sorry. Here's another one of those you can do instead of the Christmas. You can do the spring. And like I said, I don't use I just guesstimate. But if you're, make sure and use your ruler and measure it if you want to do the little gap for the notepad. That's great. I just for something like this, I just don't. But that's, like I said, that's up to you. And ooh, yeah, leave you with this. Thanks for listening. Bye.